everyone! So today I'm here to review the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Powders. They individually retail for $38 US, $46 in Canada, and contain 0.28 ounces of product. There are currently 4 permanent shades available, as well as various limited edition shades that have been released here and there. It is said to be a creamy powder luminizer that absorbs and reflects light for a superb natural glow. Blushed copper is described as a warm copper infused with rose gold tones. Champagne gold is described as a soft warm gold. Moonstone is described as a pale gold. Opal is described as a golden opal pearl. And rose gold is described as a soft gold infused with rose tones. The packaging is a round compact with a silicone texture and features a mirror. The compact itself feels very slim and durable in the hand, but the product itself is quite delicate, so they're not the safest highlighter for travel. A great travel tip though, if you do want to travel with these, is to place a cotton round in the compact to prevent the powder and product from shattering. These highlighters are definitely best applied using a softer, fluffier brush like a fan brush to ensure you won't overly apply the color or get an intensely frosted finish that could end up emphasizing the look of pores or imperfections on the skin. Blushed copper is a medium to dark golden copper with warm undertones, micro shimmer, and a pearl finish. The texture was soft, smooth, and felt more dense in the pan, but this didn't affect how easy it was to pick up the product with a brush and blend out on the skin. This shade had excellent pigmentation that, of course, depending on your skin tone, will either make for an excellent blush for fair to medium skin tones, or as a highlighter for medium to darker complexions. I actually worn it on my eyelids today in the inner corner as well as on my lower lash line. Regardless, blushed copper left a fine shimmer glow to the skin and wore well for 9 hours. And according to BECCA, this particular shade is said to have elements of a blush and a luminizer fused together, so the rich pigmentation isn't that big of a surprise. Champagne gold is a light to medium yellow gold with warm undertones and a frosted finish. The texture was soft, smooth, silky, and blended out nicely. This shade had good pigmentation, but it did tend to lean more yellow than gold on the skin once applied. Champagne gold left a soft, luminous glow to the skin and wore well for 9 hours before fading. Moonstone is a light to medium golden champagne with hints of ivory, warm undertones, and a frosted finish. The texture was soft, silky, finely milled, and applied very smoothly. This shade had good pigmentation and left a nice luminous glow to the skin. Moonstone wore well for 9 hours. Opal is a light to medium golden champagne with hints of pink, warm undertones, and a frosted finish. The texture was soft, silky, finely milled, and applied ultra smooth to the skin. This shade had good pigmentation and once again left a nice luminous glow. Opal wore well for 9 hours. And I did want to mention that I do find Opal and Moonstone to have the exact same performance and qualities. The only difference is the very slight coloring difference. Opal is a little bit darker and leans more pinkish. Rose gold is a medium to dark peachy copper with warm undertones, micro shimmer, and a pearl finish. The texture was soft, smooth, finely milled, and blended out easily on the skin. This shade was highly pigmented and left a nice glow that wasn't overly frosted or metallic. Rose gold wore well for 9 hours before fading. So overall, the quality and performance of these highlighters is consistent across the board. They're ultra soft, silky, nicely pigmented, and leave an incredibly beautiful, luminous glow to the skin. A little product does go a long way with these, and application is foolproof once you figure out which beauty tools will work best for applying for you. As most of you know, highlighting powders are my #1 product, and the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed products are my absolute favorite highlighters of all time. So be sure to let me know in the comments below if you have tried these highlighting powders before and just what your thoughts are on them. As always, don't forget to check out my blog for more details, photos, and swatches, as well as like, comment, and subscribe to show your support. If you'd like to give me a follow, I will have all of my social media listed here as well as down in the description. As I always say, I hope you found this review helpful, and I hope that you have a fantastic day, and thank you so much for watching.